Hello everyone, this is Mr.C Racing. We're back at it with the Dark Horse, the Mustang Dark Horse. We'll be racing this Mustang around Sunset Peninsula and the Nürburgring GP circuit. We're going to follow me on a little transition between not so great driving and much better driving. Sunset Peninsula is what most people would say a pretty easy track, and for some reason I have a hard time doing nice things, good racing around an easy track. So here we are. We're going to jump in a little tune here. So this is a new car to me. I just threw some tires on it, threw some power, aero, and suspension onto the car. And it does race really well, by the way. So please, if you're watching this and you want to try it out, you haven't bought it yet, definitely do it. It's a good car. So here we took down the tire pressure a little bit. I always take it down to about 29 or 28 and a half. For the gearing, I took the gearing up all the way to acceleration on the final drive, and then I shortened my gears down so that I had a top speed of about 182. We don't need that much of a speed boost, or sorry, that much of a high speed on this track. It's a lot of low speed corners. And then for camber, I wanted to have a good turn in. Once again, pretty sharp corners on this track. We wanted to have higher negative camber, more negative camber on the front and rear. And then we wanted to increase the height of the car a little bit because the curbs out here are pretty big, and they'll screw you up. And then put a lot of cornering into the aero. That's pretty much it. So here we are at the starting grid. It's a pretty good lobby, pretty good sized lobby. This lobby is actually before some old content here, folks. This is before the update, when they brought back all the hoppers, all the class hoppers, which I'm honestly not a fan of. I think it isn't good to have all the player base in this game spread apart, including the spec series and the other special series. There's probably like 12 to 14 different things you can choose to play in online hoppers, and I think that's way too much choice for the amount of people that actually do play this game on a regular basis. However, I will say, I have found a lot of good competitive racing in the spec series. A lot of people playing. There's a good time. Mazdas. Oh, gotta love the Mazdas. Everyone's in the Mazda lobby right now. It's a lot of fun. All right, so here we are. We had a pretty good start. It was a rocky, let's say, second turn. Watching that Mazda go wide. Yeah. I don't know what he was doing. Why was he taking such a narrow line? It doesn't make any sense. But here we are. Coming up on this F40, and the little green car over the red of me. That looks like a BMW 6 Series from the 80s. That car, if you don't have that car, I recommend buying it as well. That in a fully handling build is absolutely crazy. It is so light, and it just turns on a dime. It's really good brake. But we're able to go past the F40. F40 in this class, we're in the S class. F40 in this class is not that good. So we do have top end on this guy. You can't really tell that now because I decided to take a massively wide line on the embankment here. But we do have top speed on him, and it looks like this guy doesn't know how to brake either, so I guess we have that on too. I'm going to cut this corner a little bit. Not the best move. He touches my back end. I guess I touch him. I get a penalty. 0.2 penalty. Not that bad for the scenario of me cutting and hitting someone off the track. But we did invite F40 back into this battle, which is not what I want, because he's a little slowpoke. Okay, what are you doing? Accelerate, buddy. Let's go. Let's go. Foot to the pedal. Gosh. Yeah, I gotta follow them through. Can't just jump them wide. I mean, I could, but not how I really want to race this. And then able to turn in, thread the needle between the F40 and that other car on the inside. That was a good move. Now we're chasing back the 6 Series. Let's go get this kid. He's really good on an inside section. You can see he pulled about a second on me. I mean, I was stuck behind that F40, but he pulled about a second on me through the inside fields of this track. And once again, the Mustang, which is a really good car. Once again, please, like, if you have not bought this car yet in this game, please do it and build it for S-Class. It is really good. You will have a great time driving this car. It's very easy to drive. But going around tight, slow corners in this car is not its strong suit. Its legs are made for running fast, down straights, and taking high-speed corners, especially with race tires on. Alright, so if you were watching that, we had the green car not brake at all, go straight into the barrier, and then there was a car a couple seconds ahead of me at the end of that straight after I had taken the right-hander, who was doing some lawn mowing for us, picking up some dirt, and then quit. So technically, I went from 8th to 6th, but also technically I didn't pass anyone. So here we are. Just kind of making our way through a Forza lobby, banking on other people's mistakes, as you do. Trying to hold some speed going throughout here. Hard on the brakes. You want a trail brake going in, like, once you hit the apex of that first corner, you want a trail brake. Keep on trail braking throughout the corner. I am clearly not that good at that. And here we're going to skip ahead. So the rest of that race nothing really happened. I stayed in 6th place. I was trying to chase people up ahead of me that were a long way ahead of me. I had no chance of getting them. And here you can probably tell why, because they were lapping 3 seconds faster than I was. So yeah, no chance of that. So we're switching over to the GP circuit here of Nürburgring. This is a smaller lobby. I think we're about 15 cars here. And this track is definitely better suited for what we're doing with the Mustang. Longer straights, higher speed corners. Coming into T1, we have an Avant here who just stops on the apex, which really made my blood boil. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And he's so slow. Like, what is he? That is a quick car. Clearly, who's ever playing in that car is not good. I ended up cutting the inside of that corner there just because I was so frustrated. I really wanted to get around. So, willing to take that penalty. Trying to go on the outside of the F40. Try and give him some space. I know he has handling on me. He does not have top speed on him, but he has handling. And, it doesn't really matter anyway, because he took himself into the sand lot. And there you go. Once again, Forza driving. Wait for other people to make mistakes. Great plan. Here we are, catching up to a group in front of us. We have what looks like definitely a Mustang, I know that. But it looks like a 500, which is a very powerful Mustang. So he probably has more power than I do on the straight. Let me know what you guys think about that generation of Mustang. I can't remember what the chassis number is called. Is it 550, 650? I can't remember. But mid 2000s. I think it was like 2004 to 2010. No, maybe 2008. Mustang, where it was like very square, and they introduced. This is the thing that I was enamored with when they first did it, was they had the tail lights when they had the blinker on, and it would transition from the squares from the inside of the car to the outside, depending on which way you're turning. I thought that was so cool. But apart from that, the general box design of the car I'm not a fan of. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your favorite generation of Mustang is. The Fox body's also pretty dang cool too. I think that's a beautiful car. So we made a couple mistakes. F40 was able to get by us. But don't you worry. We'll get him back. We'll get him back, boys. Little Ferrari action going up there. That's a Ferrari F50 hitting a Ferrari F40, and then 2 Mustangs behind him. This is the Ford versus Ferrari battle that no one saw coming. Here we are. Bye-bye. And it looks like those guys got in a little tussle. The F50 was not happy with that Mustang, which is fine with me. Look, you can take each other out, and it gives me positions. They're coming around here. So now we got to catch back up to this F40, green F40. Trying to hold some good speed throughout here. Throughout that little S section there, you can really carry a lot of speed if you get your turn in right. And then here you want to be right on the gas after you hit the apex. You have that exit. You'll be able to turn into it. And then F40 back in the sand. My boy cannot keep his car on the track. It looks like now we're chasing down M Power Machao. Guessing he's in a BMW. And that is a BMW M2. Also a pretty controversial car with a very different body style than the previous generation. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the new body style. I know that might not be the most popular opinion right now, but I think it's pretty sexy. It doesn't look as mean and aggressive as the old body style, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. Went a little deep into that corner. Tried to catch my mistake, shifted down to first gear to get my car to slow down more. Now we're gonna keep it in second and try and get through this XS section here without chicane, without losing too much time, scrubbing too much time off. Sticking within in-ish draft distance of the BMW ahead. I know I have speed on the BMW. I most likely do not have cornering because that is a lighter car than I have. But I definitely have speed on him. So as long as I'm in draft range, going down that back straight with the kink in it, I'm pretty confident I'll be able to get him. At least maybe going into that final chicane, or maybe on the straight itself. Let's see how he takes this section here. That's a pretty good line, holding his speed well. I'm able to pull up next to him now. Here we are. Waiting for my good time to bounce, so I'm hoping that he goes wide. I'll be able to cut under. And he hits the curb a little bit, pushes him out. I'm able to stick my nose up under. He's pretty good on speed. I mean, my assumption was actually incorrect. He must have a little extra power in that BMW. I send it up the inside. I try and give him room. That wasn't that nice of me. I ended up not giving him any room on the second half of that chicane. Yeah, sorry, buddy. That's definitely my fault. I should have been a little more considerate there. And now we're entering the final lap. We got the BMW behind me, and now we're chasing down third place, which was 4 seconds ahead of me. And BMW goes sailing by. I finally get that turn right. Yeah, it only took me 4 tries. Good job, bud. Alright, so where's third place now? You got 3.8 seconds ahead. Looks like he's in an exo set, so he should be pulling on me throughout this handling section and acceleration zones here. We're catching him, so something must be wrong with this guy's car. Or maybe his driving. Because I'm catching him pretty quick, and he should be pulling on me throughout this sections. 3.6 behind. Going down the straight. Let's see which we can catch up for the turn. We're at almost 2 seconds, 2.2 at the apex. On the exit, we're at 2.4. We're making good headway. It all has to happen within this lap, and I do have the 0.9 second penalty, so I'm not going to be able to take his position, but maybe I could pass him on track. That would still feel good. Strong exit. Braking early. Acceleration early. Really want to get the power down. This is where my speed comes into play. Gaining a couple tenths. Late braking. Get aggressive going through the chicane. Eat the curbs. Good work. 1.2 seconds behind. See how we do coming down the start finish straight. It looks like this guy has it though. Yeah. I'm not going to be able to catch him. We do get under a second though. That is kind of nice. If I had another lap, I think I would have been able to pass him and get that position even with the penalty. But hey guys, thanks for watching. Once again, Mr.C Racing here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoy the content, leave some comments. Let me know what you think. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.